Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
We are so excited
Yes,
to be
we are.
with you, all four of us.
Yes, all of us.
All four of us. We're so excited to be with you guys today. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
My name is Mark.
And I'm Kathy.
And we have two special guests.
Yes.
Obviously, those who are chiming in, you guys know Ken Sewing Center very well, and I'm going to let these two handsome gentlemen introduce themselves.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Well, I'm Kevin Clonch. I'm the owner here at Ken Sewing Center. I've got Brad Bolton here with us. Brad is one of our many quilting specialists here at Ken Sewing Center. I'm so appreciative of you coming in this morning. Spend a little bit of time with all of us, seeing these great products, and you're going to see some great prices here in just a few minutes. You're going to be amazed what you're about to see. We've got two of the best with Grace here this morning who's going to show and demonstrate these great machines.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin, and we are so excited to be here. Ken Sewing Center, for those who know of Ken's, they've been our, we've been partners for what, 17, 18 years, something like that? A long time.
A long time, yeah.
A long time. Yeah. And Ken's is one of the best in the world of customer service, prices, just their, I've done a couple, Brad, we've done about 4 or 5 shows together in Kentucky when we do the Paducah show. That's one. If you haven't been to that show, go visit Ken Sewing Center in Paducah during that show next year. But that's where I got to really meet these two wonderful gentlemen and to hear their philosophy behind the customer service. And they care about you guys so much. It's just great to see how they handle wins, losses, anything that they can do to make sure that the customer is taken care of. And that to me is 6-star service. In Ken Sewing Center, their 6-star service is probably the best that I'm aware of.
I think so. I mean, nothing but good things, everyone says. They have perfect customer service.
They do.
Take care of your customers so well.
In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but we do, what is it that we, I'm going to have to go off camera. Hey, Jana, what is it that we do with Jacqueline? The focus groups. Thank you. The crew in the back there. Focus groups. We do focus groups. And Brad and Kevin, just so you guys know, your name as a company is brought up as the best who takes care of customers. And so I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but our director of product, Jacqueline, who handles these focus groups, mentions to us that Ken Sewing Center is brought up more than anybody else, talking about how you guys run your business. And it's just so nice to have a company who is true, who is faithful,
who focuses
on customer service, and you guys love what you do, and everybody recognizes that.
Well, that means a lot to us. We were trained by the best. You've been where you've seen the history of our company. Ken Clonch was my dad. He's the one who founded the business in 1971. I took the business over. Me and my younger brother took it over 10 years ago. And the name on the building means a lot to us. Yes, we want to give you a good price. We also want to give you the same amount of service. We want you to be very happy with anything you get from us. So I have plenty of technicians here, educators here, that's going to be able to help you with any question. All these machines you'll see, all these products you'll see today, we have these on our showroom floor. We can walk out in front of one and help you no matter where you're located in the United States.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we know that Brad and Kevin, they're from Alabama, and we have a lot of people watching this video.
Yes, we do.
Please put in the comments where y'all located. Right now we have, Renee from Florida.
Yep.
Brenda, she loves all of Grace products. Thank you, Brenda. Bruce, Bruce, that's you. Bruce is saying hi, y'all. Put in the comments. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching. Put in the comments. We have, there you go, Brenda from Michigan. So keep coming in the comments. This is a live interaction, so any questions you have, we'll answer them. Anything you want to ask Brad or Kevin, feel free to ask. That's why we love doing these lives. You get to see the owners, you get to see the managers, you get to see the companies who we partner with. on how they are in real life. And so give them any kind of questions, but put in the comments, again, where you're from, maybe what you love about quilting, what machine you're thinking about getting, anything at all that we can help bring in, that would be great.
Looks like we have Becky from
Madison, Alabama. I don't know how far that is from Muscle Shoals, but Madison, right there.
Down the road.
Right down the road. So
Bruce is there in Florida.
Bruce in Florida. So keep coming in. This is a fantastic opportunity we have as Grace Company to be with one of our best partners to talk about several products.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about our QNIQ 16. We're going to talk about our TrueCut, and there's a lot of things. But with the price that Kevin said, stay tuned. You're going to see the best price.
Amazing.
It's amazing
Yes.
price. But let's first talk about kind of where they can go, right? Let's talk about an email address, your phone number. Where can these viewers go to make these purchases or to call in to someone?
You can give us a call here at 256-381-0161 or 877-536-7739. You can always reach us by email at info@kensowingcenter.com. You can go to our website at kensowingcenter.com. We'll be happy to answer any questions. There's a place you can ask questions about products there. Give us a call. We're happy to talk to you about it. One of the specialists you're going to talk to here is somebody that's put them together, worked on them, uses them, and knows a lot about them. You're going to talk to somebody that knows the machine very well.
Yeah.
Customer service is a big part of our business.
Absolutely.
100%.
That you can put in our email going across the bottom. If they have a question, I have specialists at the desk right now and online at kensowingcenter.com to answer any question you may have by email. Can't call us, we will get right back to you at your convenience.
Yep. And what I love, everybody who's watching, what I love about Ken Sewing Center is not only they take care of everybody in Alabama, but if you're outside, we have a lot of different states. We have Indiana. Thank you, Denise,
Yes.
from Peru, Indiana.
We've got Mary Lynn from Memphis,
West Memphis,
Arkansas.
yes. So no matter where you are, it does not matter.
Nope.
What's awesome about where you are is there's internet. There's a phone. You can pick up and dial their number. You can get on their website and you can find the product on their website. And they take care of you. It doesn't matter if you're in Florida, Memphis, Utah, California.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you guys are. Ken Sewing Center will make sure you're taken care of because you guys are supporting them, you're supporting us, and they recognize that, and so do we. And so it's just phenomenal that you don't need to be in Alabama to get great service from Ken Sewing Center. And that's just a plug I want to put out there for you guys. You guys have been great to work with, and I think that you guys would also back that up. It doesn't matter where you guys are, right? You guys would just jump in and make sure they're taken care of as if they're in your home state.
We tell people all the time, it doesn't matter where you're located, we're just a phone call away. We treat everybody just like you come in off the street here in Muscle Shoals, so by all means, give us a call.
I would also
Absolutely.
like to congratulate Miss Scoggins. She lives in Arkansas, and I just put a 21X Elite in her house.
Awesome.
Oh.
Awesome. Yay. Great choice.
And Brad, this is rewind. Arkansas, and you went and put one in her house.
Yep.
New Grace 21X Elite.
Yeah.
That's the kind of service that you get from Ken's.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got some good meals when you go do that. 'Cause I know you travel a lot. So we'll keep the comments coming in. We have Ohio Barbara. We have Missouri Kayla. Thank you. Keep coming in.
Yes.
Also put in there what you're looking to get. Again, we're talking about the QNIQ 16X today. Put in the comments if that's a machine you've been looking to get. If you have, stay with us because now's the time going to buy with Ken Sewing Center because they have
Such a great deal.
I'm going to sit down when I hear the price because it's going to make me fall out of my chair and I don't want to be standing. So that's how great the price is. I'm not just saying that. It is a really, really great price, something I've never really seen at all. And so you're only going to get that special price during this event. And so stay with us.
Yeah.
So Well, let's make sure we stay on
Yeah.
schedule here.
So
and
with that being said, I think it's time to do a giveaway for those that have pre-registered.
Yes.
I think we should probably.
Let's do the giveaway.
You'll notice behind Kevin and Brad, this light bar.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we want to give away.
Yes.
Yes, so
We're
this
gonna
is
give
the
away-
luminous light bar.
Yes, we're going to give away a 10-foot luminous light bar, and we love doing this,
Mm-hmm.
Brad and Kevin, as we kick off these awesome events. Let's kick it off with a giveaway, and this
Yeah.
giveaway is the person who pre-registered for this
Pre-registered.
event.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting a 10-foot light bar. So let's quickly talk about this light bar. It is a LED.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10-foot that can be set up in a 5. Okay, it's not committed to any area, which means you can roll it. It has casters. You can
Yep.
put it over your large quilting frame. You can set it up to go over your sit-down stuff. You can put it over your ironing board.
Yep. Wherever you need extra
Wherever
light
you need
in
extra
your room.
lighting.
Yeah.
And whoever wins it is for the quilting. If you have a husband who works outside, like, I want lighting over my work desk. Well, they can still get one through Ken Sewing Center
Yes.
if they chose to do so. So a 10-foot light bar, LED, raise and lower, height adjustable. It's just a fantastic giveaway. And this retails for $700.
Yes.
So $700 giveaway. We're going to kick this
Okay.
event off with this giveaway.
All right.
And this is on behalf of Ken Sewing Center. So Ken Sewing Center is graciously offering to give a 10-foot light bar. So just another thing that Ken Sewing Center is willing to do. Ken Sewing Center is doing a free 10-foot light bar. So with that,
Here we go.
let's go ahead and get the
Who's our
giveaway. We have to do a drum roll here, but we don't really have drums, and so we just bang on whatever's next to us, and so we're going to do a drum roll for the
Okay.
winner.
And our winner is Joyce Emerson.
All right.
Who won that 10-foot luminous light bar.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And congratulations.
Yeah.
Joyce, we have your information, and so we'll go ahead and make sure you're taken care of on that 10-foot light bar. So congratulations, Joyce, on that. And I got to say, quilters, when we do giveaways, this is such a fantastic community.
Yeah.
Bunch of fantastic people, because I see a lot of good lucks. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'll tell you what, that's not something if I didn't
I'd be
win,
like,
I'm like,
"Oh,
dang it,
didn't
that's
win."
not me. But the quilting community, you guys
So
are so
nice,
awesome.
yeah.
Congratulations. You guys are just so happy. Even if you didn't win, you guys are just fantastic people. So I just wanted to point that out, because it always amazes me when people are so excited for other people to win. And maybe I should get on board with that.
You
right?
should. Yeah, you should be more
Yeah.
positive like
Yeah.
them.
Be happier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let their niceness rub off on
Yes, yes. Okay,
All right.
so let's keep on schedule here. And so what we want to
Okay.
do after the giveaway, we're going to, this is awesome.
you. Yes.
We get maybe you guys can talk about it, but we get a tour of your facility. And before we go take this tour, is there anything that you guys want to talk about, your location, what's happening before everybody gets to see your fantastic building?
Well, basically, our showroom floor, we try to have all the products on it. So no matter where you're located in the United States, you can pick up the phone and call us, and we can walk out. If we need to FaceTime with you, it's very important to us that you have help here. And we're just a phone call away. So we can walk out and demonstrate, show you anything. We always welcome you to come, because we literally have hundreds of sewing machines, embroidery machines, and all the quilting machines, all the accessories right here for you to look at. So it's all in one location for you.
Yeah, we've got a great service center here too. I can't stress enough how important our service center is to our business, and being able to help you after you've purchased the product.
Yeah.
We can jump on a video call and get out here on the sales floor and show you what we're doing. So having all these machines on our sales floor really helps us with that too.
Yep, I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. Well, let's go ahead and let's show everybody your guys' facility.
Welcome to our store. Come on in. Hi folks, my name's Kevin Clunch, and I'm one of the principals here at Ken Sewing and Vacuum Center. Today I want to give you a brief history about our company. In the late 1960s, our founder, my dad, Ken Clunch, went on the road, and he would sell sewing machines and vacuum cleaners in-house. That's right, they would come to your home
and do an in-home demonstration of the latest sewing machine or the latest vacuum cleaner. And Ken had a crew of folks, 6 to 8 salespeople that would come and go out through the community and the territories in which he was over, and they would sell door to door. Within 6 to 8 months' time, Ken was very successful in doing this. I believe he was just a salesperson at heart. From that point on, he was able to manage an entire crew, and then at 1971, he decided to go into business for himself. And he founded our business here in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, where we have always been. Now we're celebrating our 46th year of being in business. And proud to say we have second and now third generation into our business. So generally when you call us, you're talking to a family member or someone that cares about your order, your problem, or just to help you in general with anything that you might have need of. As I said, we've been very blessed here to be here this long, and behind us you can see there's several awards where we've been recognized for outstanding sales and service with all the brands that we carry. And in any given time, we'll have 6 to 8 different brands for you to choose from. Not only that, we service what we sell. When you purchase something from us, we're here to help you. And that's free of charge. Whether you're local or whether you live on the other side of the world, we treat you just like you're coming off the street here in Muscle Shoals. We're just a phone call away. Anytime you have a question about your machine, you have a problem, we have 4 technicians here. And we're open 6 days a week from 9 to 5 Central Time, Monday through Saturday. If you have a question on how to use an accessory, we can walk out to our sales floor and sit down right in front of the machine and talk you through just about any problem that you might have need of. So come on and take a look at our store. Give us a call. We'll be glad to help you anytime. Sewing Center is your long arm and mid arm center. We have several brands and models of machines and frames to choose from. Another thing we give you after you purchase from us is the product know-how, the knowledge after the sale. Our showroom is fully stocked with machines and we can show you how to use them. If you're clear across the country, you can call us with questions about your machine, your frame, your stitch regulator, and we're able to help you with those things over the phone. If you are in the Muscle Shoals, Alabama area, you can stop by our location for free lessons. You do get free lessons for life with any machine. We're proud to be dealers of long arm machines like Bernina, Grace, Janome, Juki, and others. We also carry mid arm machines made by Janome and Juki and Brother. Feel free anytime that you have a question, want to know about special packages, because we carry several different brands from sit-down frames, queen size, crib size, king size. We carry all the accessories like the software and the stitch regulators. It can help you find the right package that's going to meet your room needs and your budget needs. Another thing that we will have is pre-owned machines. From time to time we do get trade-ins. Those packages are very attractive. We do service them and do back them up with a warranty. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or stop by our showroom. We'll be glad to show them to you.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. I like the comment, you know, it's like a kid in the candy shop there. For all the quilters, it is like a kid, you know. It's you have all that product, and it's great to see what you have. And I love, Kevin, the wall of awesomeness that when you first started and you fanned around. I don't know if everybody else saw, but that just shows kind of the company that Ken Sewing Center is, with all that, you know, recognition of what they do, not only with Grace Company, but other partnerships that they have. So Ken's is just a well-known company. So that was a great video. I love the comments too, and Dwayne, right? Dwayne and other people was talking about getting a machine. You will get a machine after this event.
You will. I know it.
Don't want to say guarantee, but there's a good chance that you should probably right now go talk to your spouse or your loved one. Say, hey, just so you know, get on the phone with them, because you're going to be prepping them. You're going to be saving you money while you buy your 16 machine. So I'm just throwing that out there, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But great video. Thanks for showing us around.
It's great to see your shop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always nice. We see you on video and on internet, but there's a lot of people that like to go into a shop and try it out, and it's nice to see that you guys have that option.
Well, we like to, you know, we're very proud of what we've been able to accomplish here. Like I said, we've been very blessed here, but we carry every brand. So we can tell you the good, the bad, the ugly about all of them. Because we have product knowledge behind all, and help you find what's going to be the right package to meet your needs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll move on to our next segment. We're going to look at Truecut. This live, what I love about us doing live with our wonderful dealer here, Ken's, is we get to talk about the products that you carry, and Truecut is one of those products.
Yes.
We'll get to our machines a little later, but Truecut is a product that is really and truly an easier, safer, more accurate cutting system.
Yes.
It amazes me when I see and use the cutters that we have, the versatility, the easiness. If you think about what you're dealing with in your strong hand as you're cutting, whether it's, you know, arthritis, carpal tunnel, just tiring, your shoulder, your elbow, I mean, your entire arm goes through a lot as you cut. And we love to cut, because you have to cut to piece.
You do, yep.
Right? And if you have the right tools, it makes it easier.
It does.
And I don't know if everybody knows, but Truecut is a product that we developed about 15 years ago. And we developed a system that isn't like any other system.
No.
We wanted to make it easier. We wanted to be more accurate. In all that you do, because fabric's not cheap. And we want you to keep your 10 digits.
All of them.
Right? All of them. And we know as you're cut with the blade that you can nick yourself. And I don't know if you want to put in let's see some comments.
How many people have cut themselves
Yes,
with
when
their
you're holding the
blades?
ruler down and you go to cut, how many of you accidentally slipped over the top of the ruler because you have to put so much pressure against your cutter, against that ruler that you slip? Did you raise your hand?
Kevin did, yeah.
You're one of the, it happens a lot, right? You put so much pressure against that ruler so you don't go off to no man's land, and you like how you're using my hand as one of the cutters, but you don't go off to no man's land, but you slip and come over the top and nick your finger there. So we don't want to be like Kevin. We want you to be safe. We want you to keep all your 10 digits. Yeah, Bo, guilty. I love my Truecut ruler and cutter so much. So there's a lot of us out there. Not only is it an easier, safer, and more accurate system, but you're going to find that it's going to take you less effort to cut through your layers.
Yes.
The way you hold it, the way you use it is just phenomenal. And we'll talk more about it. And I don't know if you guys have any thoughts or insights about the Truecut system. I know your guys' eyes were really big. You guys been carrying it for a long, long time.
We was one of the first, I think, to sign up as a dealer when we saw it unveiled. And I was thinking it was at least over 10 years ago, but 15 sounds about right. And
wow,
it's just a whole easier system to work with, and it's great quality products. I'm a believer, and they keep coming out with new products that work.
Absolutely.
And we all have our favorite product. I mean, as you all probably have your favorite cutter, your favorite size, your favorite shape, we all have our favorite Truecut product as well. So
that's right. Well, let's go ahead and let's roll that video. We're going to talk about Truecut, and I believe it's going to be Carla talking about Truecut.
She's going to talk about the rulers.
The rulers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and different ways to use them.
I love it. So we'll go ahead and let's get in that video, and then we'll come back.
Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Carla Jerome. I'm with the Education Department here at the Grace Company. I'm really excited to talk to you today about our Truecut cutting system and especially the rulers and how a good ruler is really important to the project that you're making at this time. So let me just jump in and talk to you a little bit about the Truecut system. First of all, I want to talk to you about mats, how important it is to have the right mat. So if you're out there looking for a good mat, this Truecut mat is truly amazing. It's got 5 plies on it, so it's going to last you a good long time. The thing to it is you don't want to leave it out in the sun. That's with any mat out there because it could warp. So don't leave it in a hot place and you will be good to go for years to come. So with this mat, we have 3 different sizes. So get you the correct size. If it's your first purchase and you're purchasing a mat for the first time, I suggest that you purchase the largest size mat because with the smaller ones, you can't make the right size cuts. If you're, say you're cutting a wide border or something like that, that you need a larger size mat, this will really help you. And then you can go and purchase the smaller ones, but you're going to have this nice size that you need for all your cutting needs. Next, we have a little bit smaller one. This is a 18 by 24 inch mat. It's a great medium-sized mat. It's not the smallest one, and it's a good mat for your intermediate jobs. So if you have smaller jobs that you're cutting with, this is a great size to cut with. And then we have a smaller mat. It's a 12 by 18. It is a great travel size mat. So if you need a mat to travel with, going from place to place to all your quilting retreats, that is a great size. The next thing to place under your mat is it's right here. It's our non-skid pad, and it's just what it is a non-skid pad. It's to place underneath your mat so it's not going to slip and slide as you're cutting. So the further it slides, you're going to be reaching across, so it's going to keep your back nice and straight, and it's going to help with your shoulder and neck problems that all of us quilters struggle with because we love quilting so much. So we want to make this as easy a process as possible. And we do spend a lot of time cutting, and it really will help make your cutting that much easier, that much safer, and that much more accurate. So let's jump in and talk about cutters, okay? We have several different cutters. We have straight cutters and we have my comfort cutter. You can use either or, whatever feels comfortable for you. I really like the comfort cutter because as I'm getting older, I'm starting to feel the pains in my joints a little more. I'm feeling it in my knuckles. I'm feeling it more in my wrist. I broke my wrist a long time ago, roller skating. Anyway, I broke my wrist and I just feel it all the time. And so I really need something that will help it, keep it easier for me and really help me so I don't get the carpal tunnel and all those problems that you can get because you're constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again, like with cutting or typing or anything like that. This comfort cutter is bent. And the reason that it's bent is so that it will angle your wrist and your arm and keep your shoulders nice and straight. So as you're cutting, you're just cutting nice and straight all the way across. Now, you're supposed to put your finger like this, okay? And that's how we suggest that you use it. But I have my way of quilting, and I like my way of quilting. And so I like to put my thumb on top of it. So whatever works for you is the way. Now, I don't suggest that you hold it like this. That will put a lot more pressure on your wrist. But if you hold it with your thumb right on top and just do your cutting, It's a nice movement, and you're not putting all that stress on it. Or with your finger, with your pointer finger right across it, curving down, and it just really holds everything nice and straight, and it's very comfortable. Now, if you think, oh, that's really odd and it's going to be uncomfortable, you need to try it and feel the difference. Now, I also have our straight cutter as well. I didn't think I would like a straight cutter after using this for so long, but I really like our straight cutter. And the reason is it's got this, they both have a guide, but it also is kind of curved so I can hold my finger right there on it, and I know that my finger's going to stay out of the way. So I'm not going to cut it. With others, you're just kind of chopping and using this part of your arm, and I'm starting to really feel a lot of problems in my shoulders, and so this really helps eliminate it just by being able to put my pointer finger here, which I do have a lot of strength in this, so I'm able to hold it down nice and straight. So make sure that you try the different cutters, and try them out and see how you like them. And we always can have more than one style of cutter. I have a straight one and I have a comfort cutter, and I really like both of them. So now I get to talk to you about our rulers and how fabulous they are. I've done a lot of cutting and I've made a lot of quilts, and I really love our rulers. I first started out using what was available, and I did have my favorite ruler. So you gravitate towards your favorite ruler and you like using it over and over and over again because it becomes very comfortable and you understand how it works. And those accurate cuts are so important to getting that nice piece project that you want, and then that beautiful quilt in the end. So our rulers, as you'll notice, have holes in them. And you'll say, well, why does that have holes? I get that question a lot. Well, the reason it has holes is because it's actually easier for you to line up your marks from the bottom to the top with these holes not being covered. And also a good point where kids, if you're trying to teach kids how to cut and how to cut accurately, that you can mark as well. And you'll also notice how clear our markings are. You can see our 1/8 and our 1/4 inch markings. That's really important when you're cutting. I've found it really hard on some rulers because they don't have the 1/8 inch markings on every one of these rows, and it's very hard to line up and make your cuts accurate if you don't have those markings so that you can clearly see them as you're cutting. So our rulers are really, truly fabulous, and I would suggest that you try them out. Now, you'll notice that on the sides, our rulers have raised edge, and the raised edge is to work hand in hand with our cutters. Notice that on this cutter here, we have what we call a guide, and the guide locks in to the track on the ruler, and it keeps you from veering off and wasting fabric. Really, really important. And everybody's wasted fabric, and it's getting more and more expensive, and we don't want to waste it any longer. It's so precious and valuable, so make sure that you get the right ruler with the right cutter, and you'll keep your fabric lasting longer for each of those projects to come. So when you're cutting, with this guide, you don't need it all the time when you're cutting. So if you're cutting multiple layers, sometimes the guide will make it so that you can't get down in. So you can easily take the guide off, and let me show you how easy it is. I'm just going to take it off right here, this pin out right here, and then you'll just take the guide off, put it back on, you just lock it into place, and now I don't have the guide on there, so I can cut through more layers than I could with the guide. So you can use it both ways. It's just really easy because you have the quick release tab, and so just make sure you try that, and if you are cutting multiple layers. But today I'm just going to use the guide, so I'm going to put it back on. But it's on both of them, so the guide is removable, or you can add it to it. Easy take on, easy put on, and easy to take off. So I put my little block here as I wanted to talk to you about squaring up your blocks for piecing. And I found that when you're squaring up your blocks, it's really much easier for me to square up my block when I can find my center and place it in the center. So you'll notice that I took my pin right here and I put it down through the center of my block. And then at the point right here, I'm just going to put it on this point right here, which is the center of my mat. Now you don't have to use the center of your mat. You can use the intersection on the squares and then cut it up. I just thought that would be easier for you to recognize and notice. So this is where I like to use my mat with my ruler, and I'm just going to put it down in here, the little pin, to hold it into place. And then I'm just start on this side, and I'm going to turn it around like a wheel and just kind of fussy cut them and straighten up my edges. And then you can decide what size you want. And notice how I'm lining it up with this 20-inch line right here from the bottom to the top. And I'm just going to make my quick cut, put my guide over my track as I'm cutting, and notice how my thumb is, because that's the way I like to cut. And then I'm just going to go up it and across, and now I have a nice straight cut. And notice how pretty that looks. So, and now I'm ready to kind of just turn it and do my next cut. I want to make sure that I have it in there. And I'm just going to line it up. So see now, this you can line up with this line right here, which is parallel. And now I can just make this cut right here. And so I'm just going to line it up again, and I'm going to go all the way around my block just to kind of square it up. So now I have two, and it just wants to keep coming off, but that's okay. It's just to help stabilize it. And there we go. So now we'll just do this one, and then we'll make our last one. And that's how I like to use my mat, is to help me square things up. Now, you can use your square rulers. Just find the center of them and square them up. And I'm going to talk to you about the different styles of rulers out there. And look, now I have my squared up little pinwheel. How much nice that was, and it wasn't hard. It was easy to square up. So let's talk about the different styles of rulers out there. So this is a great one to have. It's a kind of an all-purpose ruler. If you're getting a system right now, I suggest again the larger size mat and this larger ruler, because you can make multiple different size cuts using this nice ruler. It's a 6.5 by 24.5 inch ruler. And notice that it has the 1/2 inch on the left hand side, but you can read it up and down as well, and you can easily see the 1/8 inch markings, which are totally important. So this is a great first purchase if you're thinking of getting into quilting and wanting to purchase a ruler. Okay, so then we have, I like this I'm going to call my travel ruler, because I really like it. It's a 3 by 18 inch ruler. It's not really long, so it's going to travel really well, and they won't break on you. So this is a great travel ruler, and also I kind of just like this ruler if I'm doing small cuts and not a lot of fabric. So this is a handy one to have around. Then we have our square rulers. So we have 3 different styles of square rulers. I really like these because, again, this is a 12 by 12 inch ruler. So if you're sizing your blocks, this is easy to lay and center on your block and then make your cuts to square them up. So it's a great one to have for those larger size blocks. Then we have a 9 by 9, a 9.5 by 9.5, sorry, that work for those kind of medium sized blocks. And then we have our 6.5 by 6.5, which works really well for those smaller ones. So these are great squaring up rulers, and also you can read and you can see. So if you have a smaller block that you need an 1/8 inch or something like that cut, or a piece cut like that, then you can easily line them up and cut. Notice that you have the diagonal so you can make your triangles as well. So these are great multi-purpose rulers, and you know what? You could never have enough rulers. I mean, and rulers that you really love. So it's really important to use the correct ruler for the project that you're working on. Now we have, this is a great travel one as well. This is our 6.5 by 12.5 inch ruler. And notice that all of them have this track so that it works with the cutter and the guide. This is, it's not as tall, so it can easily travel with you as well, but it gives you more width when you're cutting a little bit wider than the 3 by 18. Now I want to talk to you about our 3 new rulers, which I really love, and I've used them, and they're so much fun. There's so many different designs and patterns you can make. And notice this is our 90-degree triangle, and how it has the markings so you can easily line up and cut. And then it also has the track on it so you can turn and cut. All these rulers, you'll need a very important product that we make. It's our #1 bestseller. It's our True Grips, and the True Grips will keep those rulers from slipping and sliding as you're cutting. So make sure you purchase the True Grips and that complete system. This is our kite ruler, which is great for making multiple designs. It's a lot of fun, and notice that how we have our nice markings. We have our blue and we have a dominant 1/4 inch. So notice that they're easily seen, and you can cut your measurements exactly the right size. And then one of my favorites, the 60-degree. I love, there's so many designs out there that you can make with a 60-degree ruler. And it's so easy to measure and cut with. From really small 60-degree triangles to larger sizes. So these are 3 new rulers that are out there that are a must for any quilter who wants to kind of change up from their old way of quilting and try something new. Now, let me talk to you about the quilts that I've made using, and I'll tell you what rulers I used, okay? So this is a cute little baby quilt that I made, and I got it all quilted up, but it has just straight lines. And notice, I just made the cuts with my 6.5 by 24.5 inch ruler here. And it's just a fun little baby quilt that I was able to just quickly make. But it was just using strips of leftover fabric as well. So I was able to square them up and get them the right size. And now it's going to make a nice little gift for somebody. Now, here's another quilt that I made. And this is just squares. These are, I think I made these 6.5 inch squares, so I could just use the 6.5 inch ruler and just pull it down and make some cuts. So that's all it is. It's just little scraps of flannel put together and then sewn and quilted. And it's so soft and so much fun. And it went together so quick and so easy. And then you can get to the real fun part. After all the piecing's done, some quilts come together a little faster than others because you're really enjoying the process, and some are a little more arduous and a little harder to get through. So we want to make it all as enjoyable as possible so we can crank through them. Now, this is one that I made using the 90-degree ruler. And so what I did is I just sewed strips of fabric and in colors that gradually, fade into each other, a little brighter, a little less bright. And so then I just used this, and I had my gray right here at the tip, and I just cut this out, and notice I did it the correct size, how easy it was just to line it up and then cut and making my 1/4 inch marks so I could just sew them all together. This was a really fun quilt to make using that ruler. This here has multiple pieces, so again I used my 6.5 by 24.5, but I also used our rulers to make these designs when I was quilting. Because our rulers have the edge on them, I was able to use my ruler foot right along the edge and have it right along the edge and make my designs. So it was a lot of fun to use. So our rulers have multiple uses, and I use them all the time when I'm machine quilting. So this was a lot of fun. See all the pretty designs I was able to make using our ruler and my ruler foot. So notice that I did them on the edges and I filled them in with fillers. So multiple uses. Now I found even more. I mean, you wouldn't have known that you could use our rulers for machine quilting. And notice how I did the little, I call them tiger eyes right here. The little crazy tiger eyes along there. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun experimenting. And now we're selling the rulers to go with a ruler kit. So who knew? I was the mother of invention on that one. So anyway, here's another one. This is a variation of this quilt here. It's just done with different colors. I call it the kaleidoscope. It's a lot of fun because I used the 90-degree ruler again to cut them all out. But look, it's kind of psychedelic. It's a little trippy on this one. But I never like to make the same quilt twice. So to make it a different quilt, I just threw in different colors so I won't get bored. I get bored easily. But notice, here's the triangle right here. And I just used the 2 different colors. Yes, I did the same thing, but it's not as bright, just a little different. So that is that using that 90-degree. Then this little baby bubble quilt, so soft, so fun. I used my 6.5 by 24.5. But with this one here, I found a new way of quilting, and it's called strip quilting. And I used my machine and my frame, and then I stuffed each of these as I strip quilted them along. This is a lot of fun to make and do, and went together really, really easy. And instead of spending hours cutting and then stuffing and then sewing, it took no time whatsoever. And it's just a fun, soft little baby quilt. Now, I didn't show you the circle cutter, but when we came out with the circle cutter, and I know you've probably seen this quilt before, it's my circle cutter quilt because I wanted to try it and I wanted to make a circle quilt. So I cut out with the circle cutter, I appliqued all of these on, and then I machine quilted it. It's just a fun quilt with lots of circles on it. So, you know, hopefully you'll be inspired and you'll come up with your own way of quilting and your own techniques. And then this one here is my 60-degree ruler. This is pretty cool. This is my So Easy quilt. It's really pretty. Let's just hold it up partially so you can see it. But see how much fun it is? You can see right here. I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to show you the 60-degree ruler that I used right here. All of these are 60-degree. I just strip pieced them and then I cut them. And then I sewed them together. It came together. It looks really complicated, but it's so easy to make. So that's why it's called So Easy. And last but not least, my kite. So let me fold this up really quick. And here's the kite ruler. So I'm not going to unfold this all the way, but you'll notice the little kite right here and the little insert that I used to make it. So it just went together really easy, really quick, and I was able to just use the automation and quickly. This came together so quick and so easy. So just know that there's a ruler out there with your name on it, with a project that's just waiting for you to make. And I just hope that I've inspired you and just let you know how much I really, truly enjoy using our products, our Truecut products, and how they have helped me become a better quilter. I'm using them, and they have all my fingers. I don't have a lot of cuts on them. and they really helped me hone in and develop my skills as a quilter, which I really appreciate. So make sure that as you're looking and that you get the right ruler for the right project. And it doesn't matter if you have multiple rulers. They're always needed, and you may not use it for a while, but you always go back to that one that you love. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I've had a blast showing you all the fun things that I've made using our Truecut rulers, mats, and cutters. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow our Instagram and visit our website at graceframe.com or contact your local dealer. I'm Carla Jerome, and thank you for joining me here at the Grace Company. See you next time.
Wow. Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carla. That was a great video.
I learned a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing, right? Brad and Kevin, like the small details that go into, like when you think of just quilts, you don't think of the right tools and the color and then doing this and piecing that. And I'm like, whoa, that kind of hurts my head to a little brain twist on that one. Yeah. But yeah,
Brad and I
Truecut.
was talking about making the quilt, and then all the different rulers and tools that goes involved with it. You know, the Truecut line are products that y'all have really, it's well thought out. I mean, you're just not making 30 rulers. You're making what people need and what's going to function correct and what's going to work for them.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Before we move on, thank you, Dwayne. I want to, Grace volume. So we were messing with our volume. So I wanted to check to make sure our volume wasn't higher. It looks like we sounded like we were much higher. And maybe that's because I was yelling. I'm just so excited. I talk loud. My kids, when I get so excited, like, Dad, why are you yelling? I'm not yelling. I'm just so excited. But anyway, so the volume sounds like it's much better now. So I forgot to check that. So I'm glad that was a good reminder on that one. But yeah, you're right, Kevin. You're exactly right with what you're saying on the Truecut side. So we wanted to kind of just reemphasize how important it is to have the right tools and the right product with the Truecut. So, but before we do, since that was a great video, let's do a giveaway.
Let's do a giveaway.
So this is just something we're going to just do out of the blue.
Going to give away to all watching, no matter where you're watching. We're going to choose some winners.
That's right.
Should we see what we're going to give away?
We are. So what we're going to be doing though, we have this awesome wheel that has product on this wheel. And the question though is pertaining to the video that you all just watched. And so what we're going to do is like Kathy mentioned, the winner between the Facebook group, the YouTube group, and the
platform,
the main platform. Everybody will have a chance to win. So there's going to be 3 winners. And so we'll go ahead and do this. And so, yeah, Brenda, again, good luck, everyone. That's just so awesome. Good luck, everyone. Me, I'm like, no, not good luck.
Okay, here's our question.
Yes.
Why, and this came from the video that Carla just was in, why do our rulers, the Truecut rulers, have holes in them?
That's right. Why do they have holes? And as the answers are coming in, when people ask that question at shows, me being the funny guy that I am, this isn't really true, so I'm not condoning this, but I would say, hey, do you have kids or grandkids and the wind resistance, you can just go whoosh, whoosh, and all the wind right through? I'm just kidding. I don't do that to my own kids, except when they go out of line. No, really, I'm just kidding. But the hole was if someone would ask, like, yeah, you got wind resistance, you can just like a fly swatter, right?
Yep.
A very big fly swatter. But that's not why we have holes.
That's not the right answer.
So, as soon as we get some popping up here, what we'll have is a person behind the scenes bring up the answer. But yeah, why are there holes in the ruler?
Truecut rulers, yeah.
So we'll wait till we get some of those in. And as we wait for that, so bring in the answers. Not everybody at once. So let's see who wants to get. We have on this wheel here, we have our electric sharpener. We have several different rulers. We have our comfort cutter.
We have my favorite product, the circle cutter.
The circle cutter.
Yep.
And we have, that's pretty much it. And the ruler combo, which involves either the rectangle rulers or the square rulers on that one. So yeah, why do we have holes in the ruler? So far, well, not seen it as of yet. And then as soon as the person behind the scenes finds the answer, we'll go ahead and pop it up. Brad and Kevin, do you know why we have holes in the rulers? Without saying it out loud, shake your head yes, maybe no. Yeah, there's in my mind, there's a couple great reasons why we have holes, and so
there's more than one answer.
There's more than one answer, so we'll see. We'll see go up there. So,
oh, it looks like we're getting some
I
answers.
see them coming through now.
Yep. All right. So it looks like we've got a winner. Should we see what
Grace, this is a. So see what the.
Let's see what you have won. The 360 circle cutter, my favorite product.
That's right.
Yes.
With the 360, yeah, congratulations.
Yay!
That deserves a clap for sure. So the 360 circle cutter, 2 to 12 inches you can cut in diameter. It has a rotary blade underneath the blue top right here. So there's a 18 millimeter rotary blade that you can switch out when it's dull. And then you have a pin here in the middle that you can do your circles. So 18 or 2 to 12 inches, wide skid. So if you've been thinking about doing circles and you don't have the right tool, I love the circle cutter because it has a wide skid on there to keep the fabric from wanting to bunch up underneath. So
and if you want to see this in use by me, I use my ninja skills during our Grace games coming up in July.
Yeah, ninja skills, there you go.
Ninja skills using the circle cutter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Kayla from Facebook, to see and hold the fabric so you can mark. Every time I see that word mark, I always think of my name. But yes, so Kayla, congratulations on that one. So go ahead and roll that. Oh, that was a pretty weak roll, but that's okay.
Electric sharpener.
So that is one that's awesome.
That's a great prize.
So the electric sharpener, just real quick, everybody is a little wishy-washy when it comes to sharpening their blades. I get that because there's not the correct tool out there to sharpen your blades. And if you know when you sharpen your knife or any kind of steel, there's one key ingredient that we need to use to make sure that that steel is being sharpened properly, right?
Right.
And that is stones, right? I know Brad loves the outdoors. I'm sure he sharpened a knife here or there when he goes outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
But you need to have, there you go. You need to have the right tool. So the diamond stone, ceramic stone, wet stone, any kind of stone that gets your steel blade sharp. So no exception with our electric sharpener. So fantastic win. We do have a diamond stone top and bottom of this. It is electric, so you do need to plug it in. And it will sharpen your 45, your 28, and your 60 millimeter.
All the
Not
sizes.
at once, but
One at a
yes,
time.
all of the sizes. And so fantastic. If you've kept your blades, Kayla, I believe Kayla was a winner. Kayla, if you kept your blades and you have a stack of used blades elsewhere, or anybody else is watching, you're like, I do keep my blades. I don't throw them away. If that's you,
this is what you need.
get the electric sharpener because you can sharpen those blades back to a near factory sharp edge. And at the end, as we near the end, Brad and Kevin will talk about the savings you'll get on these Truecut products. And so congratulations, Kayla, on that electric sharpener. All right.
Yes,
We have
and we'll one more.
Well, you had something?
Oh, I was going to say, for those that have won,
Yes.
we'll show you how to reach out and
Yes.
get your prize. You'll reach out to Allegra, who's in charge of our prizes, and she will get you taken care of.
That's right.
So.
Okay, we have one more winner, right?
Yep, one more winner.
So go ahead and spin.
Is that a better spin?
That's a better spin,
Okay.
thank you.
Comfort cutter.
I love all three. So, Janet,
you have won the comfort
congratulations,
cutter.
comfort
Good
cutter.
job.
So as you saw in the video, right, how it was being used and used. So the comfort cutter is something fantastic. So you may think that the shape is a little odd, which it is, especially if you've been used to those straight cutters, right? But straight cutters, you have to bend your wrist, you have to kind of get white knuckles to get the pressure, your thumb, and sometimes you raise your shoulders. If you don't think about this, when you go to cut next, how often do you kind of raise your shoulder up and then you go to drive that? So it's awesome, not awesome, it's interesting to see people always raise their shoulder up as they go to cut. So the comfort cutter with it designed, all the pressure comes from up above, which is from your palm of your hand, and we like to hold it this way because what that does is keep your wrist aligned straight, your finger over the top. the handle is in the palm of your hand. So those inconvenient problems that we have, arthritis, carpal tunnel, just pain in general,
Yeah.
you're not using your white knuckles, you're not pressing down with your index finger or your thumb. So congratulations on that. That's a great win.
Yeah.
So you can hold the cutter the right way all the time to have that easier, safer cut. So the cutter on that one. So there's the email, right, that you're talking about, Kathy?
Allegra@graceframe.com. If you're one of our winners, reach out to Allegra and she will contact you and get your product that
Yeah.
you've won out to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone.
Okay, and I think there were some questions that we could help answer as people watching the video, that we always love to answer these questions, and I don't know. So Brad and Kevin, right? So do the rulers have the good grip on the back of the rulers? What do you guys think, Brad and Kevin? Do they have them on already, or?
You can add the True Grips to them, or do they already come with them?
Yeah, the True Grips is the True Grips are the rubber rings, and so they don't come on them, but you can add them on like Brad said. So get the True Grips, and I saw a lot of comments about the True Grips.
Yeah.
They are something that everybody loves because everybody owns 5, 10, 15
Rulers.
or more rulers, right?
Yeah.
So the True Grips, yes, you add them on the back of the ruler. They're clear, they're adhesive rings, as we mentioned. So it's really good to keep your ruler from sliding around. So
Yeah.
great question. Were there any other questions regarding that segment there that we could pop up?
I think we're good. So
Awesome.
shall we talk about the pricing or wait till the end for the rulers? What do you think, guys?
Brad and Kevin,
Well,
should we
yeah,
tell
we
them?
can go ahead and talk pricing on all the Truecut line. I was shocked when they told me the rebate they were passing along just for this event. Now, from now till July the 3rd, you're going to get 20% off our already low sale prices.
Such
Have a coupon code. You can go to our website, click through Truecut 20. Truecut 20. I have headers in all of our categories where the Truecut series is located at, or just reach out to one of my customer service agents and let them know that you want to place an order. We can take your order over the phone, apply the discount for you. If you order $50 or more from my company, you will always get free shipping in the lower 48 US, and we ship very fast. So take advantage of those savings. After July the 3rd, we are not able to do that any longer. That's when the rebate ends. We're giving you the full rebate they're giving us back off of your order.
There you go. Truecut 20. You can see it right there. Write that down. Truecut 20. And remind them again until July when?
July the 3rd.
July the 3rd. Right before July 4th,
yes,
right?
right before the holiday.
Right before the holiday. So get that in there. 20% off. You're right, Kevin. Fantastic price. I will have to say before we move on, how many of you have rulers that are this size? This is just something I'd love to do, that you can like bend.
Yeah, look at it.
Like
without it breaking.
like a halo over like it's just phenomenal, the engineering behind the product. And so I'm sure you guys are watching that, you're like, don't be doing that, because the rulers are snapped. So you can see the rulers, even with the holes, they're very flexible, they're durable, they won't chip, they won't break. And you have the holes, you have the guide or the track on the side there. So I saw some comments like, I need more rulers. Go to Ken's website, as Kevin said, go to Ken's website, give him a call. 20% off, like Kathy just said, now's the time.
Now's the time to get it. So there was one product that we're really excited about. I just want to show a quick little clip about it, and then we'll move on to talking about our machine. So we'll be back here in just a minute.
Nice.
Hello there, Jana and Jarek. Do you love using your Truecut cutting products? Great. Well, pack it all up, because we're going on a trip. Looks like a lot of hassle, Jana.
How am I supposed to carry all of this?
Don't forget all your cutting mats. What is this? Where are all your cutting supplies, Jarek? And where did you get such a fashionable bag? Jarek? Oh shoot, where did all your pins go? Aw, how inconvenient. Now you get to play Find All the Needles Before Mark Steps on Them. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, Jarek, did you drop your pins too? Now you get to play Find All the... Wait a minute, there's that bag again. What kind of shenanigans are you up to? Aw, what's the matter, Jana? Do you wish the Grace Company would... I don't know, make a portable cutting kit in the form of a stylish carrying bag that not only has everything you need, but can also travel with you wherever you want? Oh wait, we totally did that. Introducing the Truecut Travel Kit, the stylish on-the-go cutting companion. The mini home cutting station you can use in your car, at your friend's house, at the park, in a public library probably, while you're waiting in line at the grocery store. Sure, pretty much anywhere you want to take it. Complete with true grips, ruler, pencils, seam ripper, magnetic wristband. Holy cow, that's a lot. Whoa, there's more? Does all that really fit in there? Go from this to this. Built to last and looking good doing it. Travel with the confidence of a true cutter with the new Truecut Travel Kit.
Okay, we've all been there.
Yes, we have.
With all of that. 20% off through Ken Sewing Center. Go
Yep.
get that travel bag, especially for the holidays coming up, right? You're probably
Perfect
going traveling,
gift, yeah.
you have your RV, you know, you have grandkids, kids. You don't want to be the backseat driver, so why don't you just sit in the seat, have your head in your project, and you don't have to worry about what's happening around you, right? But 20% off through Ken Sewing Center that you can see on their screen to get that. And that, I think that code again, remind me that code again, Kevin?
TrueCut 20.
Truecut
Truecut
20.
20. All right.
There you go.
Everyone go out, get your rulers,
Yeah,
get your travel
rulers,
kit,
get your travel
your
kit,
cutters,
sharpener.
Yep.
Go get any of the Truecut.
Yes.
Just go browse their website and see what you don't have in your arsenal of tools in your room that you have set
Yeah.
up for all your quilting, and see how you can fill in those blanks with the Truecut product. Okay.
All right, this
Brad
is
and
what I am
Kevin.
the most excited for.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
me too.
Qnique. Yeah. The Qnique 16. Brad and Kevin, Ken Sewing Center has done a phenomenal job in Grace products in general, but one in particular that you've been having really good success as of lately has been this Qnique 16. Since you brought on the 16 line of machines, what have been your experience? Share kind of your thoughts on the 16, on how much this has kind of changed the dynamic of those who come to your website or give you guys a call.
This machine is probably one of my personal favorite machines, because with this machine, we're able to get people into a long arm quilting machine at a very great price and have a very awesome machine. Because what we're going to have is we're going to have all of the features of the very expensive machines, but they're all built into a great size package. You can pair this machine with a small quilt frame to where you can keep it inside a small area, or you can put it on a larger quilt frame, whichever one you prefer. It's really versatile. It's going to fit different people's needs, fit different heights of people, different body types. So, you know, you've got to where we can adjust the handles for ergonomics. So if, you know, I have a lot of families that go in together and buy one of these machines to all use, and being able to adjust these handles is a game changer with that, because they don't have to worry about adjusting the frame up and down. They can adjust it to their specific needs, and multiple people can use it. I really love that about it. Plus the price. I mean, it's just an awesome price.
It is.
That's right. Thank you, Brad. Kevin, any thoughts?
Well, one thing about the Qnique series, because we've been a Grace dealer now well over 15 years and maybe closer to 20, you know, time gets away from me, to see how the machines have progressed over the years. And what Grace always does from a mechanical and engineering standpoint, they're making their machines better year after year after year. When the 16X series came out, the quality was so much better than what we've seen in the past. And we're not having issues out of machines. And I like, as a dealer, being able to sell a product that I know when it leaves my store and goes to your house, you're not going to have an issue with it, and you're going to have fun. That's what you bought it for. So I love the quality of the Grace Qnique 16X. It's just hard to beat it.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
and we love it too. One thing
do.
that you mentioned, Brad, that I love is a lot of the features and benefits and stuff that you like in the high-end quilting machines that you kind of pay for those prices,
Yeah.
you get in
This
machine,
awesome machine.
right?
Yeah.
At a very, very
At a price point that
Yes.
everyone
Yeah.
can get into.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking touch screen, adjustable handlebars. I love the way you get the thread masked up front. got the stitch regulation, which is awesome. You know, it's a must in my opinion.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, looking at the comments, Brad and Kevin, I love when people is like, oh, that's on my wish list, or I want that, I want the Qnique. You know, Terry's mentioned my birthday's coming up, and I'm sure she's looking at the Truecut product. But also, Terry, with your birthday coming up, if you need a long arm machine, one thing that like Ken had recognized with Grace Company is we like to look at the hobbyists, right? The enthusiasts. Everybody who's watching, this is your hobby, right? This is something that you love to do, and that you want to find time to do your hobby. So you may only have an hour here, a couple hours here to go quilting. And as a hobby, when it comes to money, it is sometimes hard to want to swallow the pill of spending so much money on a hobby, right? Am I correct? You're like, okay,
Absolutely.
you know, 8,000, 10,000. My machine is like 9 inches throat. I'm using my domestic machine to quilt. You're hunched over. Maybe you're push quilting, and there's not a problem with that. But you know, when you're in an area of your home that you're not really comfortable, or you're hunched over, or your throat's not big enough, you start to look at upgrading. And I know over the years, Kevin and Brad, over the years, you've seen people who had domestic machines who are thinking, finally, I want to go bigger, because we always want to go bigger. And as a hobby, Grace Company has made it affordable for those who want to keep their hobby, want to upgrade their machine. And I'm sure over the years, you've seen a lot of people who've taken that leap, right, from their domestic machine into a 16 mid-arm machine.
Yes, tons of people, and they have enjoyed quilting more after they do that, because they're able to do so much more. You can only do as good as the tools you're working with. And when you upgrade to this, it's going to take your quilting to a whole nother level. You're going to enjoy it so much more.
That's right. Not only do you get to hear them on the phone, but when you go to shows, Brad and Kevin, you hear a lot of those stories. You have a lot of great success stories of people who finally there's a product that has a lot of stuff. If you have a checklist, right, and you want to check off a stitch regulation, touchscreen, adjustable disc, built-in bobbin winder, and we'll get onto all that stuff. But if you have a checklist and you're going down that checklist,
This machine
yes,
checks all your boxes.
your boxes will be checked, and
Yeah.
it's great to hear people's stories. I love what the product has done. Grace Company, as Kevin has mentioned, we want to bring product that will last in your home. We don't want to have a product that you have problems with. We definitely don't want to have you, especially Ken Sewing Center, needing to manage all of that. But we'll talk about that, because as of everything in the world, I would love to say everything you have will not have zero problem whatsoever, right? Brad and Kevin, like everything is just perfect.
Yeah.
That'd be great if we can say that. But because we can't, we need to make sure teams are built around customer service, that they can maintain the calls, the questions, to help these hobbyists enjoy what they purchased. And as I said it before, I'll say it again, Ken Sewing Center has the best customer service. And so even though this is a great machine, you may come across something like tension or if the screen, if you touch the screen or something's happening, how can I be taken care of once I own the product? Well, you're going to be taken care of right away from a phone call away, like Kevin mentioned earlier, or you can get on and go to their website, find some stuff, but you can be taken care of. So
right away.
That's what I love about the product is it's easy to maintain, easy to use, and the best part is you can maintain this machine yourself. You buy it from Ken's. Let's say you're in Florida. Well, Ken's is in Alabama. Sure, you're a phone call away, but we send really good instructions. As they mentioned earlier, with educators, they can get on the phone, they can walk you through things. You don't have to bring the machine in your car, ship it back to Ken's. A lot of the stuff can be done over the phone, and that's why I love what Ken's does and how easy this product is in your own home.
You'll find you'll get plenty of help here. We have 4 full-time technicians. We're here 6 days a week. You can interact very easily with us by email or by phone. Like we said earlier, if you need to go out and we FaceTime with you, we can. But this machine here, you mentioned domestic machines earlier. When we get to the portion where we talk about price, the price of this machine is going to be very similar to prices of domestic machines. plus, what I like about the 16A and the Unique series in particular, you have room for growth. There are all kind of other accessories down the road. You take baby steps into it. You don't have to buy all this at one time. But if you want to get into automation, you can get into automation with this machine. You don't have to buy a whole nother machine or another frame. Or let's say you decided I need a king size frame down the road. You can easily get a frame for the machine. So there's all kind of components out there that are available. I don't want to overstep my bounds when they get into the details and the demonstration, but you'll see once we start talking about price and all the choices you'll have here today, this is going to be an awesome product for you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, let's dive into that.
Let's
dive
talk
into the
about
features.
it. Yeah.
So the Unique 16, right there, the name. So 16 inches of awesome throat space.
So much.
Yeah, 16.
It's so much, yes.
In that throat, you get throat lights. We all know lights are crucial. The light
Yes.
behind Brad and Kevin is our luminous light bar. That over the machine helps tremendously on keeping the shadows off of your quilt. So it's easy to line up colors, right? You don't have all these shadows, especially if you're in a room that you may only have one light. So throat lights.
Very important.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely helps out doing your project when you're getting down into it, doing your quilting, being able to see where your needle is at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so not only do you have 16 inches of awesomeness, I'm going to say that, 16 inches of awesomeness, you have the throat lights. You also have 4 different stitch modes. Brad touched upon it earlier that has a stitch regulation. Stitch regulation is huge. Now, before we move on to stitch regulation, because of a lot of the buyers go from the domestic machine to a 16 machine,
Right.
we want that transition to be smooth. We don't want you to have a manual open. We don't want you to have to call
No.
Ken's or Grace Company just to operate the machine. That's not the time we want spent for you as your hobby, not the time we want Ken's Sewing Center to
Right.
fulfill, because this machine is so easy to use and it's such a great transition. It is an easy transition from your 9-inch machine that you've already been accustomed to using. You've used it for years,
used to
and you're
it.
like, I got to train myself to a new machine.
No, you don't have to.
It's very,
So
very
easy.
simple. So I just want to throw that out there, right? How simple it is to use.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say with the stitch modes, right? Let's
Yeah.
talk about precise.
Precise, that's my favorite stitch mode. So as you are moving the machine, the needle is moving. When you stop the machine, the needle will stop. So you can get around those corners. If you're doing ruler work, it's perfect for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Something that you've probably seen. You go in stores. You kind of already see that. Let's go ahead and turn this on, and we'll use it. I love how smooth it is. You're going to listen how quiet it is, how fast it is. 1,700, by the way, stitches per minute, so it is very fast. So how fast it is, it's such a quiet machine. So we're going to do that, and on the handlebars, we have buttons to control. So we have our start-stop on your right side with the needle down, and so we're going to move this forward so we can see that. So
There
right
you go.
there. So the play button, needle up, needle down. And on the other side, what we have is arrows up and down, and this will increase and decrease your stitches per inch.
Yeah.
It will change your speed if you're on manual. So that's what this side will do. So if we go over to our left side, we'll go ahead and pull the bobbin up, right? Because that's what we always like to do. So needle down, I'm going to press this once, press it again, and it'll bring the bobbin up. Okay.
See how easy that was?
Now from here, obviously you will do your own tying, right? You do the tie off and do everything like that.
Yeah.
For this purpose, I just want to fire this
There you go.
and start going again. So I'm not
Wants
going to
to
really
start
tie this
driving.
off, but yeah, you would want to tie it off for sure, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put start. Okay, so I can talk to you while that's moving around. And just look how smooth, how quiet this is, the stitches, right? And if I stop,
It stops.
look how precise that is as I stop. And if I go slow, it goes slow. I don't need to worry about maintaining the stitch length. I
That
can go
stitch regulator does it all for you.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
just so smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and go back on because I'd love, as we move this around, when people get to see it and hear it, it does something, right? So let's go ahead and keep moving this around.
Okay.
And the faster I go, you can just, hear how smooth this is, right?
Yeah.
And yes, I know you're all thinking, man, this guy's really good. I know.
He's good. He's better.
He's doing it with one hand too.
Yeah, one hand. Okay. So let's say you like to do circles. I can go on and on and on and on with this. Okay,
Let's talk about the next mode.
yes.
Yeah.
And how
Cruise.
easy that was. I was just moving with one hand, so you don't need
Yeah.
to have a death grip on that, okay?
Right.
Now that's precise. So precise again, when you start, is when you move the machine, you can hit the start button, it will not start until you move the machine around. And when you stop, it stops. So that is
Yeah.
precise. So
Next
cruise.
one is cruise. So cruise, the needle will be going up and down even if you stop.
Yeah.
So that helps you around some corners, doing circles. It's a good mode to use.
I love
Yeah.
it. When you think about micro stippling as well, right? So micro stippling, you go very slow or you move the machine slow because you're micro stippling.
Mm-hmm.
Cruise helps you with that because the slower you move, the needle, as Kathy mentioned, will go at a constant up and down.
Speed.
From 5% to 25%. So you're going to have that constant speed that goes up and down. So as we go ahead and cruise, we'll go ahead and press that. So now we're on cruise mode, and right now I'm at 10% of the needle jog. So once I hit the start button, you're going to go up and down at 10%. There it goes, right? Let's move this back in frame. So right there, if I stop the machine, look at the needle up and down, okay? So if I micro stipple and I want to move the machine real small and do micro stippling, you can see that that needle is a constant up and down, which I love. And then when you speed back up, well, it speeds back up and you go faster. So it also regulates.
Yes.
So cruise gives that constant speed for your smaller, more dense work. And then when you want to go faster, it's regulated. So you
Yep.
can cruise right up there. I love those two modes, right?
Yes.
Now, based and manual. If you want to baste your fabric, it comes with baste. If you want to turn the machine off the regulation and just use the speed of the machine
Yeah.
by percentages, you go from 5% all the way up to 100% of the machine speed. That's on manual mode. So that is then shutting off all the regulation, turning it on. So now you control the stitch lengths.
Yes.
It's up to you to make sure that your stitches stay consistent,
Right.
because your regulator isn't doing that anymore. It's you. You become the regulator of your stitches at that point in manual mode. So
Yeah.
it has all those stitches, easy, fun, and very smooth on that one. Okay, a couple other things on the screen. We have needle jog. So what needle jog is it jogs a needle. If at any point your needle breaks or your thread breaks and you move it off that point, you want to come back again, you can use needle jog to jog the needle down so you can see exactly if you're hovered over the right point that you left off at, and you can raise it back up there. So needle jog, you can do a needle down position on the
Yep.
screen, right?
Edge warning. Let's
Edge
talk
warning.
about edge warning. That is a lifesaver for a lot of us. So
Yes.
as you're doing your quilt and you're working on those corners or you're doing some beautiful circles or feathers, you don't want to hit the edge of your quilting area. You can set your area and it'll warn you with both a light and or a sound to let you know that you're getting close to the edge.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as a new beginner, we talk about that transition from your domestic machine to the long arm that you have on a frame. You have to worry about the carriage hitting the sides of your frames.
Yeah.
Your rail through the throat of your machine when you bring it forward. If I'm so focused on my pattern forward and I'm just doing circles and I'm coming forward, well, pretty soon my circle won't be a circle anymore because I'm crashing right there. So it becomes like a
Yeah.
half circle, right? And that's happened to a lot of us. When you're moving forward, your throat of the machine hits the back of your rail, as you can see right there, right? That hits. And that's why having a larger machine is really fun to use
Yeah.
because you have more space. But what edge warning does, as Kathy said, is I can now put a parameter around my quilt, like
Yep.
a safety area, and it will beep at you as we go forward on that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to quickly do that here. And I know we're over past our time, so thank you for staying with us,
Yes.
Ken and Brad. Kevin and Brad, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We're finishing up and we'll get to the best part of here, which is the price. But I do want to show the edge warning.
Right.
So as you go to edge warning, you can do a 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Let me bring this back to frame. So on the screen here, you can do 1 inch or a 1/2 inch of your parameter. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and just move it right up here. That's going to be my top left corner. Ideally, you want to move your machine all the way, if you see my hand, all the way to the top corner of your machine. But for this purpose, I'm just going to go, that's my top, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hit upper left. Okay. Now I'm going to come down to the lower right, right where I hit. So that's my lower right there. So we're going to do lower right, and we're going to do a 1/2 inch. Okay. So as we do the 1/2 inch on the lower right and upper left, okay, we are good to go on that. So now what happens as we go, it highlights green. So on the indicator, it's green, letting you know. So I'm just going to turn it on, and as I get closer, hopefully you will hear that beeping noise, and the light also goes red so you can see it. So do you guys hear that? So it's
warning you.
beeping red, okay, as I come down here this way. Right there.
Right here is red.
Okay, and then you can see a red light on there.
Yeah.
So it beeps. I don't know if you heard that. So I love that. So if you guys could hear that, it will beep at you. So if you go and you're quilting along, well, it's now warning me a 1/2 inch within my bottom and top. So I love that. Brad mentioned adjustable handles. So I love, and move that down here. So if you want to do micro stippling, let's put this back in frame.
There we go.
So you can see that the handle you can move down, I can move it up. And if you're vertically challenged, you can actually pull this out a little bit and have an extra 2 more inches of control space or comfortable space that you don't need to worry about having it stretched all the way back or all the way forward. So you have that extra right there. Built-in bobbin winder. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
Built-in bobbin winder at the very top, and it uses M-class bobbins. You can wind your bobbins, has a separate motor. You don't need the machine to be physically on and running to wind your bobbins. You can just wind your bobbins before you start, during your project, anytime you want to wind your bobbins.
Speaking of bobbin, there's also a light in the bobbin, which is so helpful when you need to go and change your bobbin and you've got a quilt hanging down. The light is in there, you can see it, makes it really easy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So overall, the 16, if we're going to bring this back, Brad and Kevin, in a nutshell, the 16, 1,700 stitches per minute, adjustable handles, 4 different stitch modes, built-in bobbin winder, throat lights, bobbin lights, edge warning, touchscreen, features built into the touchscreen, very light, 16 inches, very light, and you have that 16-inch of throw space.
Yeah,
so
big throat
it's a
space.
workhorse if you're looking as a hobby to finish your projects. I saw one comment that it takes about 200. There it is. Terry mentioned about 250 for others do your quilt. Let's start and finish your own quilts by yourself. When you look at your finished quilt, you did it yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're able to be happy. Now, when other people do it, that's fine, but we don't want to. I mean, your loved
Sometimes
ones,
you just
family,
wanna
you want to
do
do it
the
yourself,
whole thing.
right?
Yeah.
You love yourself, so it definitely pays for itself. So with that, I don't know if there's any questions that we can quickly answer before we get to the phenomenal price. So Kayla says, what size of frame the 16's on? Right now, currently, we have it on our Evolution hoop. The 16 will fit on all of our Grace frames. Our Cutie, all of our hoops, the Evolution, so
Q's
any
on
frame,
Queen.
Q's on Queen,
Yep.
any frame that you find on Ken's site, or if you already own a frame, the 16 will fit on all of our Grace frames.
Yeah.
Great question. So is the light behind Kevin sold separately? Yes, it's sold separately.
Yep.
But
All right, here we go.
here we go.
We want Kevin and Brad.
Okay.
We're gonna be kind of sitting down, being
And we
ready
still,
for
yes,
this
we still got
price.
giveaways as well. So we got giveaways. Brad and Kevin, should we do the giveaways before the price, or do you want to talk about the price, then the giveaways?
You go ahead and do the giveaways, it'll be
All
fine.
right, all right.
Give something else away.
All right, so we have our pre-registrants, the ones that have registered before the event. We have another great prize for one of those. It's the Quilters Combo. It includes the big ruler that Mark was playing around with, the Comfort Cutter, True Grips, and a 24x36 mat. And our winner for this is
Drum
going
roll.
to be Melanie Adams.
Congratulations, Melanie.
Congratulations. Good job. Yes. So next time we do another event, this is our first one here with Ken's, but next time make sure you get in, you register in advance so you can get in on these giveaway prizes.
I believe that was the last one, right? I don't want to go on if there's any more. I think that was the last one. So
Well, we have a grand prize.
we do have the grand prize, yeah.
But
So the grand prize.
Right
so
there.
Let's do the grand prize, right?
all right, again, this is for those that have pre-registered for the event, and it's the Cutie bundle, which includes the Cutie, the new Cutie Breeze, the bungees that work really well with the Cutie, and an 8-pack of thread, of finesse thread.
Yes. So the winner of that one, drum roll.
Karen Hooper,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
That is awesome. That is great. Well, thank you. I know we're going to get the pricing. I just want to say thank you for all the comments.
Thank you for
You
everyone
guys have all
that's
been with
watching.
us. Watch this video after if you weren't time to finish it all. But if you've been thinking, I need to buy a machine. I don't have space. I'm on a budget. I want to buy through Ken's because they're just an awesome group. Any other list that you can think of on why you want to buy the 16, now's the time. You're going to find this price would be phenomenal. So Kevin and Brad, we'll turn the time back over to you, how they can buy, where they can buy, and also tell them what also they get. There's an exclusive package that Ken's has to offer, very exclusive, only for this event. We'll turn the time over to you guys.
I would like to thank you for helping us host this event today too. And we had a meeting yesterday. We wanted to come out with our first live event with Grace to come out with a bang, really. And what we've done is we've put together a package unlike we've ever done before, at a price unlike we've ever done before. So if you're thinking about getting a long arm or maybe upgrading your domestic machine, now's the time, like Mark was saying. Today's the day. What we've got is we've got the machine that you demonstrated, packed with all the features that you would like to have in a long arm machine. Not only that, we're going to give you a frame. We're going to give you your choice of frames. We've got 3 different frames that we're going to give you for free, depending on your space or your needs. We've got the Cutie Breeze, the Q-Zone Queen, and the Q-Zone Hoop frame. Your choice. But that's not all. Another thing, we've had several people asking about the light bar. We're going to include the light bar for free. We're going to give you a $1,000 package bonus that includes this light bar. We're going to have the Truecut kit. We'll have 8 spools of the most popular thread. We're going to have the quilt clips, bobbins, and we have talked to Mark, and Mark has told us that he's going to give you a ruler base.
Yes.
And a 3-piece kit. So you're going to be able to do ruler work. You're going to be able to do all the things you want to do. But we're going to have this at the best price we've ever had. All this stuff together, we've come up with the retail. We added it all up. $6,552. We're going to sell it to you for $39.99.
Oh my God.
my gosh.
That's a call in. You just give us a call, speak with one of our quilting specialists. They're going to help you decide which frame fits your needs the best. They're going to help you steer you in the right direction, and we're going to make sure you get the quilting machine of your dreams.
That is fantastic, Brad and Kevin. And I just want everybody to look at that $39.99. And thank you, Brad and Kevin. I know you guys are sacrificing a lot. This is just a tremendous showcase to show how well you guys do take care of your customers. Knowing that, again, budgets are out there. We're in the summer months. We know that there's traveling, but you guys do recognize a lot of these other things that play into factor. So for $39.99, is just a phenomenal price. Remind everybody again where they can go at $39.99. They can call you. The phone number, I guess, is down there on the screen, actually. So call that number on the screen or visit their website. Call them on. You need to call them. I apologize. Call them to get that price. That price is exclusive for Ken's with that exclusive package deal. No one else has that package deal. No one else has this price. You do need to give them a call, as Brad and Kevin mentioned. Give them a call.
And say, I want that great deal.
Yep, they want that great deal. How long, Brad and Kevin, will you allow that price to go on for? Because I know it's a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, this year we're going to be able to hold this price for you until we run out of inventory we may run out of inventory. The people in my call center sent me a message. The phones are lighting up. This is a call-in only special. Due to advertising restrictions, we cannot post this particular price. July the 3rd, this will end, or if we run out of inventory. If you call and you can't get a customer service agent, drop us an email at online@kensewingcenter.com. Just give us your email or your phone number. We'll give you a call right back and be glad to help answer any question you may have. You may have a question about the frame that you want to pick from, or you may have a question about some of the free items or want to add anything too. Because like we said, you can add automation. There's a lot of other things, but take your baby steps into it. Give us a call here. The phone number is going across the bottom of the screen, or you can email us at online@kensewingcenter.com through July the 3rd.
July 3rd.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, well, that is it, Kevin and Brad. Your first event went very well. Everybody, thank you for allowing us to be part of this wonderful
Yes.
event. We appreciate your business, Brad and Kevin. Thank you again for allowing us to be part of this awesome event, and I know we have more coming up, so stay with us. With that being said, the last question Dwayne has mentioned, how do we pre-register? So if we can let them know, because we're going to have more of these events,
Yes.
how does one pre-register for this event?
The best way is to sign up on our newsletter, get our emails. We send out an email every week or two. We don't bombard you with emails every day with new events that are coming up. We do have an event section on our website that you can check out periodically. But when we do have the next Grace event, we will post that immediately so you'll know when it's coming. We'll have a link directly to the Grace portal. They have it laid out really easy for you to register for the event. That way you don't miss out on anything. And anytime that you have a question or want to know, hey, when are you having your next event? We're all the time planning with them. We do a lot of different shows during the year with Grace. We'll be glad to share that information with you. But do tell all your friends about the special that we have going on, the Truecut and the 16X. If they didn't get to see this presentation, we will have a YouTube video uploaded to our channel within a day so you can see everything we've talked about today.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, from Grace Company side here in Utah, nice and warm outside, 90 degrees. Appreciate Ken's. Thank you
Thank
again
you
for
so
allowing
much
us to
for
be
having
part of
us.
this event. I'm looking forward to having many, many more of these events. $39.99. Don't sleep on it
Yep.
because they
Don't
will
wait.
go fast. So jump on that right now. But Brad and Kevin and everybody else watching, thank you so very much
Thank
for
you.
making this
Thank
event
you
a
both.
fantastic
Yeah.
one.
And thanks everyone for watching.
Y'all have a great day.
Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Bye.
Bye.